Hello, this is a demo for Team California Row, and we are very excited to introduce to you of our task management platform for friends to collaborate and compete. Our team name California Row comes from the word evolution, which is a very popular phrase in China. And the Chinese word for evolution, 卷, also have the meaning of row, so that's why we are called California Row. And all our user interface have the theme of sushi. So let's get started. First, you're going to see a welcome page. And when you click the click to start here, it will direct you to our login page. If you already have an account, you can directly log in through the login panel. And if you don't, you can click the sign up here and it will direct you to our sign up page. In the sign up page, we require you to enter the first name, last name, username, email, password, and re-enter the password. We also do an input checking here. If you don't input any of these required fields, we'll actually give you an error message, just like this. We also do a checking on an email. So if you do enter an invalid email, we will also give you a error message on this. So for example, if we input invalid email, like this, it will actually give you an error message here. So let's try to create an account together. Suppose my first name is going to be California. My last name is going to be Sushi. And my username is going to be CaliSushi. And my email is going to be calisushi@uca.com. calisushi@uca.com. And my password is going to be something. And when we click sign up, it will give you a congratulation toast, and it will also redirect you to the login page. Since we use the Google to store all of our password, so your username and password will directly be shown here. And you can also check all the other accounts that I have already created. For the login panel, we also do a checking. So if you enter like an invalid username, or if you input your password wrong, for example, I added one here, when we click login, it will actually tell you that you are having an invalid account or password. And if you enter the correct password and username, when you click login, it will direct you to our homepage. On the homepage, we have 4 different tabs. The first tab is current task. It will list all the ongoing tasks. And the second tab is the history task. In this page, all the past tasks and all the tasks you have already finished will list it here. So right now, this 2 pages is empty because you didn't create any task right now. The third tab is for friends and invitations. In this tab, you can add more friends through this, and you can also see all the friends listed here and all the invitations. And on the fourth page is your profile page. On the profile page, it shows your avatar, your first name, last name, and your username, and how many current tasks you already have, how many historic tasks you have, how many friends that you have. Currently, you don't have any tasks and any friends right now, but we'll create it later. And also notice that here we use a default avatar, and we can also modify the avatar, first name, last name, and username by clicking the edit profile here. So if we click the edit profile, it will direct you to this form. You can fill in first name, last name, and email, and if you don't fill in this input, it will actually not update all these fields. You can also update the new avatar here. So I can click choose file, and I can choose a file from here. Let's choose this image. And if we click submit, it will show a toast that you successfully updated your profile. And notice that here your avatar is updated. We also have a section of recent activity, which I will describe later. We can also click the logout button here. It will direct you to our login page. So next, let's explore our friends system. When we click Login and click the Friends and Invitation tab, and we can click Find More Friends and type the friend's username to find more friends here. So suppose we want to find a friend called Jackie. We can type JIK, which is matched to the prefix of his username, and it will show his name here. And if we want to add him as a friend, we can click Add Friend here. It will show here that we have successfully sent an invitation to Jackie Kim. And after he accepts this invitation, her name we show here in our friends section. And also we can only send the invitation once to a person. So if we try to send another invitation to Jackie, so if we click add friend again, you will actually give a arrow toast here because you cannot send an invitation twice to the same person. So let's go to the Jackie Kim's account to see whether he already received this invitation. So we can log out, and then we're trying to log in the Jackie Kim's account. Yeah, we already see that there is a pending invitation from California Sushi. He sent me a friend invitation. We can click here or here to either accept or decline this invitation. So first, let's try to accept this invitation. So if we accept this invitation, California Sushi will already be our friends. So we can also check the account for California Sushi. So right now, on the left-hand side, in this window, this is belong to Jackie Kim, and on the right-hand side, this account is belong to California Sushi. So well, after we accept the invitation from California Sushi, on the page of California Sushi, we will actually see a message that Jackie Kim accept your friend invitation, and in your friends section, you'll actually see Jackie Kim as your friends. And also there is a reflection on your profile of the friends count here. And also you can see what the recent activity is from California Sushi. So we send an invitation to Jackie Kim, and Jackie Kim accept our invitation. And also previously, I also sent an invitation to Jenny Lee and Jenny Lee before, like here. So this is for our friend system part. So next, let's explore more about our task part. First, let's focusing on the left-hand side of the screen. So right now, I didn't have any current task. So to add a task, you can click the Add button here. It will direct you to the Add Task page. In the Add Task page, we require you to input the task name and deadline, and for description and note, it's optional. So suppose we don't input the task name and deadline. If you click Submit, actually there is an error message shown here. So right now, let's try to create a task. So suppose the task name is CS130, final exam review. And the description is this is a review task. The deadline should absolutely be on December 8th, and it's 10 p.m. 10 a.m. 10:00 a.m. Okay, and we don't have any note here. So if we click submit, it will actually direct you to our test detail page, and you will also see a toast here. And this task, we have a test name, test deadline, test description, test progress, and test note here. If you don't have any notes entered, you will display no note here. And currently, since you don't share this task is actually an individual task, and you can click this button to make it either to make it cooperative or to make it competitive. You can also try to add a task. So for example, since I didn't capitalize the first character of this review, and we want to change it, and we can use this page to edit our task. For example, I want to say should actually be CS130 final exam review instead of final exam small r review. So if we try to do this, if we click submit, it will redirect you to this page. And you can click here to go back to task details. And you will see that the task name is actually changed into CS130 final exam review. And you can also try to update this progress. You can update this progress by entering a number here, for example, 10%, and you can click submit to update this task progress. Look like this. And notice that if you update this task progress to 10, you cannot decrease it by to the 5. For example, if we want to update the progress to 5, it will actually doesn't work. You can also add a subtask to this task. So for example, if I try to add a subtask, which is called CS130 testing, modern testing review, modern test in review. And we don't have a description, and I set the deadline to be slightly earlier than the exam date. So it should be December 7th at 12 p.m. Okay. And if we click submit, it will go to the test details. And we can also add another subtask here. We can say we can review model-based testing. And the deadline is maybe December 6th at 12 p.m. We click submit, we'll see here. And if we go to the current test page, you're actually going to see a tree view. So the top test is going to be final exam review, and then we are doing modern testing review. And under modern testing review, we're going to review the model-based testing. And we can still add more subtasks here. So suppose we're going to review regression test selection. And we don't have the description here. And suppose the deadline is this 00. We click submit. And if we go back to the current test page, you will see a tree view look like this. So in this case, we cannot update our progress at a non-lived node. So basically, all the progress we are going to update from this two node. So suppose we'll update this into turn 50%. It will actually also going to reflect it here. So this the progress for this test is going to be 50%. And since there are 0% for this test, so the progress for a parent testing is going to be the average of all its child node. So here we have a child node have a progress of 50%, another child node have a progress of 0%. So its parent progress will be 50 plus 0 divided by 2. So it's going to be 55%. And for this CS130 final exam review node, since we have only have one child, so the average progress of its child node is going to be 25. So right now, we can see that this task is, currently is an individual task, and we can change it to a cooperative task or a competitive task by clicking this two button. And notice that we can only change this a task into cooperative or competitive through a parent node, through the root node actually. So we cannot change it through here. So it will show that it is an individual task. Also for this node, it will also show that this is an individual task. So suppose we want to modify it, we'll click here. So first, let's make it cooperative. So I can click cooperative and I can invite my friends to cooperate. So suppose, let's see, what friends do I have? I have Jenna Lee as my friend. I have Kelly Sushi as my friend. So basically, I can invite them to participate in this task. So suppose I invite California Sushi. I'll like type the first several character of California Sushi, and I'll click the invite to invite her to this task. So it will show that we have successfully sent an invitation to Cali Sushi. And the page of Cali Sushi, we'll actually see that we have a message that Jackie Kim sent you an invitation to take part in a cooperation task, CS130 final exam review. So let's first accept it. Yeah, so after we accept this task, basically on the Jackie Kim's page, you will see that we have Kali Sushi participate in this task. And also on Kali Sushi's page, you will also going to see this tasks. And if we click inside of this task, it will show all the information. Since this task is shared, so the task progress is going to be shared. So both the page on Kali Sushi and Jackie Kim will also have like a task progress of 25%. And also notice that we also have like authorization system. Currently, the Kali Sushi only have the authorization permission of a reader. So basically, he can read all the detail informations for all this task, but he cannot modify each of these tasks. So so if we want to grant a editor permission, we only need to click this button here. So right now, the Kali Sushi have like an editor permission. So if we refresh this page, we will see that Kali Sushi's permission becomes editor, and Kali Sushi can actually edit these tasks. So this is a basic example of a collaboration task, and we can also create a task for competition. So right now, let's create a task for competition. Competition task. Okay, I spelled it wrong again. So let's set the deadline also to be December 8th, 12:00. Okay, and we submit. So right now we have a competition task. And we can click this, make it competitive to actually make this task to be a competition. So right now, for example, let's also invite Kelly Sushi to this task. We'll send an invitation, and we'll see there is an invitation here. And if we click accept, then we can see the Kelly competition task here. So right now on the competitive task page, notice that there is a little slightly differences from the cooperation task we showed here. So right here, notice that we only have a single progress, but for competitive tasks, for each of the person, we have like task progress here. So each of it can update the task progress. So suppose Kelly Sushi tried to update this progress into 10%. We'll do 10%, and notice that only the task progress for Kelly Sushi is going to update it. So if for cooperation task, if we try to update or update one of the progress, so suppose we update this into 75%. Notice that the whole progress for this task will going to be changed. So right now on Jackie Kim's page, the progress for Jackie Kim is still like 0, but the progress for Cali Sushi is going to be 10%. And we can set this maybe to be 50%. And we can see that Cali Sushi is still like 10%, but like Chicky Cam is 50%. So this is for the competitive task. And also for competitive task, only the task owner have the right to modify. And we are not allow like task owner to grant modification or permission to its other participants. And we can also invite more people to compete. So suppose we invite Jenny Lee, and we log out, and we log the Jenny Lee link. So we're also going to see an invitation here. Oh, also like California Sushi send you a friend invitation, we can actually decline it. So nothing will happen. And also for the pending invitation from Jackie Kim, we can actually accept it. So actually in the current task, we'll see this competition task here. And also we can see that the participant is Jackie Kim, Kelly Sushi, and Jenny Lee. And if we click into it, we'll see the progress for each of the person, and we can compete on this. And also on the page of Jackie Kim, since Jenny Lee and Kelly Sushi all accept the sharing invitation, so we will see a accepted Kelly Sushi accepted your sharing invitation, Jenny Lee accepted your sharing invitation message on this page. And after we click the correct sign here, it will disappear. Okay. So this is for competitive task and collaborative task. And task will move from current task page into history task page when the deadline is passed or the task is going to finish. So suppose let's try to finish our CS130 review. So let's click this. Let's set this to 100%. Okay. So after this task progress is going to set to 100%, we can no longer to update the progress. And suppose we're trying to edit this to 100%. Since this task is going to finish, so it's going to disappear from our current task page. It will actually going to show on the history task page, and we can see all the detailed information here. So this is for our task sharing system and our friends and invitation system. Now let's go back to our profile page to see the updates on it. So notice that currently we have one current task, and two history tasks here, and we actually have two friends here. So this data part will continually update to show how many tasks you are working on, how many tasks you have already completed, and how many friends you are right now. And also we have like a recent activity part. It will show the recent 5 activity that you have already done. So you can see that the most recent activity I do is I updated the progress of regression test selection from 0 to 100. And I also update the progress of task review model-based testing from 75% to 100%. And we also have like friend text sharing, recent activity, and all the other kinds of recent activity is going to list it here. So I think this is all of our demo for California Roll. I'm really happy that you can look at this demo and hope you enjoy it.